Next, I'm going to invite to the stage Garo Bazarian. Garo Bazarian is one of the founding members of this organization. He's a distinguished criminal defense attorney. He was the chairman of the Centennial Committee for the Armenian Genocide, where if some of you ever saw on Wilshire Boulevard, there were over 100,000 people there, and Garo Bazarian got up on stage and somehow had the nerves to speak in front of all of them. He's been asked to comment on many high-profile criminal cases, prosecutions, including on CNN, and he's been the chairman of the Armenian Bar Association on 2 terms. Mr. Bazarian, please come to the stage.
Thank you, Ara, for that very generous introduction. I was given 3 minutes to speak this evening. Yes, I know. Judges don't like to hear from me in court or out of court. I know that. But I'm going to take an additional minute and first of all, thank Judge Snyder. Thank you so much for your words. For your sensitivity and empathy. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to all of us. I also want to take another second to thank, where's Garo? Where's the real Garo around here? Where is he? Where are you, Garo? There you are. I want to thank you, Garo, for bringing back Vikevish on Simone. I want to thank you. Well, my 3 minutes, so you guys can time me. I could have spoken for 30 as to our next honoree, but I'm going to take 3 minutes. Our honoree, our next honoree, is an Armenian born in London. I wrote my notes so I don't deviate. He's born in London, England, whose roots extend to Tehran, Iran, to this day. Yes, I'm married to a lady from Tehran, Iran. He is the son of immigrant parents who had a successful business there, but made the difficult choice of leaving just prior to the Iranian Revolution to provide an opportunity for their children to thrive without the threat of civil unrest. His family settled right here in Glendale and still live in the same house in which he grew up. In fact, just 2 days ago, his parents had voting booths set up once again in their garage, the very polling station where many of us Glendalians go to and cast our votes every election cycle. Naturally, that is also where our honoree first learned about his parents' vision of America. A vision he embraced wholeheartedly. While everyone who knows our honoree knows how proud he is of the Armenian heritage and culture that he comes from and he's a descendant of, and how much he tries to instill those values in his children. He has also held on tight and practiced his belief of an America as a nation of acceptance, where everyone, regardless of ethnic background, gender, religion, or political leanings, has a place to participate in the strengthening of a free and independent nation. Many years ago, our honoree left the private sector to become a prosecutor. He then went on vigilantly fighting on behalf of victims of crime, holding serious and violent criminals accountable. Then more recently, being always in charge of his own destiny, and that's what I love about our next honoree, being in charge of his own destiny, he did not shy away from taking the unconventional step in 2010 of running to be elected as judge of the Orange County Superior Court. And of course, he was elected. As a judge, his passionate dedication to upholding justice with fairness has many testimonials. He has been an important component of empowerment and an inspiration to all of us. His journey from an immigrant child to an American role model has set an extraordinary, yes, we can example for so many. We really do need more judges like our next honoree, like every one of our honorees this evening. Our next honoree, who as a panelist during our last year's annual conference in Manhattan Beach, for those of you who were there with us, put it best, and I quote, "As a judge, it's an albatross around your neck if you still miss the advocacy part. As a judge, it's an albatross around your neck if you still miss the advocacy part." Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to please join me in welcoming to the podium Supervising Judge of the Orange County Superior Court North Justice Center, the humble and approachable, the sometimes shy, but always kind-hearted, and the always capable judge, who most certainly does not have an albatross around his neck, my friend and everybody else's friend, the Honorable Andre Manssourian. Please come.
To my fellow honorees, it's really a pleasure to be alongside of you tonight, and I'm honored to be spoken in the same sentences as all of you. I'm starting to realize tonight that I'm the token honoree. I think you guys actually deserve these honors, so congratulations to you. Also, I want to recognize the Bar Association and thank the Executive Committee Board of Governors. Shiro, where are you, my friend? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is a great honor for me. As you can tell, I'm very excited. I'm humble. It means a lot to me, so I really appreciate this. And I know Lucy's here as well, and Sarah, and Armin, Chairman Emeritus. I also want to recognize the Manssourian family. It means so much to me that they came tonight. They're longtime family friends of ours for decades. And Dr. Vahe Panosyan and his wife Nancy, thank you so much for being here as well. You know, I'm going to confine my remarks to 45 minutes or less here. So, you know, Judge Hannock just got up and went to the restroom, but I wanted to recognize him as well. He's a friend of mine, Judge Sinani. Thank you for being here. Where's Rick? Is he? Okay. Judge Sinani, like I said, it's such you've been a mentor to me, and it's a pleasure to see you tonight as well. Felipe Plasencia, thank you so much. He's a great trial attorney, and he's a friend that I wanted to recognize as well. Mara Mordebegian, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for your friendship over the years. I'm just going to also recognize my family. My wife, Lisa, we just passed 15 years. She's not here. She and the kids, Anya and Ava, are at home tonight, but I am represented by my parents tonight, so thank you so much for being here. My mom and dad are here. You know, I just want to leave you with this. I can't stress this enough. I've never done this job for accolades or attention or recognition of any type. I certainly haven't done it for awards or proclamations or any of that. But to have this group that I have so much respect and admiration for recognize me tonight, to do it in my backyard where I grew up, this is very nice. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Judge Manssourian, the Armenian Bar Association rises and reveres Supervising Judge, California Superior Court, Orange County, Andre Manssourian, for heeding the eternal admonition of the great Armenian statesman and poet Avedis Aharonian to never forget the great wrongs endured by our kith and kin, for reflecting in life and in profession the motto emblazoned in the Eagle's Peak on the Great Seal of the United States of America, E pluribus unum, out of many we are one. You, the grandson of Armenia and the son of America, have become the gallant guardian of the rule of law for all Californians, knowingly, innately so, that you and your courtroom stand as the fulcrum of civil society, legal responsibility, and public service. November 8, 2018, Glendale, California.